haven't converted fuel through that exhaust in a very long time. So today, those two parts will be put on. The extensions will not, because I still want to be able to slide underneath the car. But this way I can get it lined up and I can get the brackets made as far as how it's going to bolt to it. I believe I've got enough angle iron here, or angle steel, to do it. Doesn't need to be super thick stuff. I've got some extra thicker stuff there. But yeah, I'll get that bolted up and welded on today. All right, well, here's something unexpected. See that? Well, I'm from San Diego, so I don't know what that stuff is called. It's called rust. What the hell's that? Anyways, when I was coming out, I was taking the other headers down. And I was like, what's this stuff falling on me? What is this stuff coming from the sky? I mean, the same thing I said when there was like white stuff coming from the sky. But I'm gonna show a demonstration here. So, look at that. If you're ever running one of these Hedman Hustlers, I'm not even sure if they make these anymore, and you have one of these plates, here's a good tip. Always redo these right here as far as just putting them up and rechecking them. They get built up with crap, and so what I do is I go through, I get a little set up with the little, vacuum and whatnot, and then I go through and I do them up, and then just bring it down so that way it hits and cleans it up. And then I just hit the back side just one last time, so that way it's cleaned up. But just a light little kiss to give it a nice machine surface. And then what I always do too is I just take one of the bolts and slide it in there just to see how it fits comparatively. So make sure that it doesn't go below there and that it's just nice and flush. So I got the passenger side in, and it fits okay. Yep, it's moving along. I'll get this one in, and then we're gonna kind of check it out from there. But other than that, it's almost emotional. I mean, that's in there. It's a little dusty, a little dirty, but it's getting there. Moving along. So I got the other side in, and I set it much lower, and because of that, I had this all degreed out at the other house. So this is how I do it. I got a long level here, and obviously the bubble's not in the center, so I want to know how far it's off. So it's half a degree off. So that's my baseline, and I check the stands, and it's exactly also half a degree off. And then I put this on here, and that is 1.3. Half-ass chassis design. I don't have a table or whatever, but if you just keep your numbers, within a few tenths of a degree, yeah, you should be all right. We're going to be running hopefully in the 5 somewhere, so this is not super important, but this would be a really big deal if you're running like, say, low 5s or high 4s. This really has to be correct. But this is race car stuff, and we've got 11 weeks Nonamenationals. So I'll show you how it's done, how I get it in just a few. So I took the plate off. Obviously I clamped it before I took it off so that way it'd stay in position. I measured it off, and I'm going to put a center punch there and there, there and there, and then I'm going to make first a pilot hole through that, so that way I know exactly where they're at. I marked each one, obviously, passenger, driver side, and then take them with a drill press and then make the holes through so that way they're straight. And then I'm going to touch them up and kind of clean them up. So these are the brackets, and what I do is I'm going to put a little reinforcement. These are the actual holes that go to the engine plate, and then these are the ones for the plug welds. And then to get yourself a little magnet, I'm going to put a little reinforcing strip right through the center of that, and then yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. So I did that. I got to do that one and do that one, then I'm going to clean that up, then I'm going to pop these things in there, and then I'm done for the day. And yeah, I will show you what it looks like. Okay, we're coming into the home stretch. So this is what I made. These 2 bolt holes are going to be for the engine plate. Those are going to be for my plug welds. So these are just kind of zipped in as a little reinforcement. And I'm going to bolt it up, drop the weight onto it. And since it's already located, we're going to do a final measurement and then zip the sucker in. Okay, so these are all cleaned up and bolted in. And I bolted them this way, obviously, so I can get to those plug welds. And I'm just going to get a couple of those here and a couple of those on that side, and then after I do that, then I'm going to take this plate back out, and then I'm going to finish zipping it in, and then I can hit it with some paint, and then I will bolted in there, and we're going to call that sucker done and good. Yeah, kind of excited. This is a kind of a big moment. So moving on. So it's in there. Check it out. This is kind of a big day. I still got to mount an alternator down here somewhere, either on this side or on that side. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it low. I used to have it up high, but I'll probably put it down low. And it's going to go down there somewhere, just so I have some sort of charging abilities. And I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, it's in there. I will finish zip welding that another day. I've had enough fun, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, little plug welds coming along, and everything feels good. Feels like it's in there. Feels like it's tight, and I'm happy with it. And you can't go wrong. You know, 0.4, and let's see how close we came. Here we go. 0.4 and well, 0.3. Close enough. Here's what it is. I mean, it could just be crap on it. No, it's 0.3. 0.4 and 0.3. I'm good with that. It's negligible. Well, maybe. Hold on. Let's just keep moving it until I get it right. No, I'm just kidding. Who cares? It is what it is. I'm happy with that. And yeah, I can't go wrong. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the transmission. Well, I'm going to probably pull this plate off, zip that in while it's hot, then I'll paint it so that way it's nice and painted, and then take the transmission out, and then when I put I might even just put the bell housing in there and start this damn thing, and let's let the neighbors know what has really come into the neighborhood. They've only heard, you know, slant sixes, you know, and so on and so forth. They've never heard this thing in pain. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. So anyways, I was going to post this one today, but Mr. Dallas Brown said that don't do that. Post it tomorrow. So you guys will see this video tomorrow. And if it's a long one, I'm sorry, but it's kind of a big deal. So is what it is. You guys take it sleazy, and peace. Suck us.